Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring your favorite fictional characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it's dedicated to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You're all the reasons why this keeps going. Join the Legion today at patreon.com/63rdlegion for free and help decide next week's new character. Joining my paid tiers allows you early access to my content, a shout out in my videos, homebrew D&D items for your games, and a chance to play some D&D in the Patreon community. Today it's time for a real Street Fighter. From Final Fight and Street Fighter, it's Cody Travers. Why did I call Cody a real Street Fighter? Because unlike the rest of the characters from the game called Street Fighter, Cody is actually a Street Fighter. As such, he is a master of brutality. It is because of this and the plot of his enemies that Cody was sent to prison. Unfortunately for the bad guys, Cody wouldn't let them get away with anything and broke out of prison by smashing the walls with his fists. Afterwards, he then turned himself back in because he is someone who believes in justice. He was later proven innocent and released, and eventually became the mayor of Metro City. As I've already stated, Cody escaped prison by punching the walls. If that didn't reveal anything to you, I'll just spell it out. Cody is one of the strongest Street Fighter characters. He's also one of the few characters who isn't above using weapons, and when I say weapons, I mean anything he can get his hands on. Knives, pipes, bricks, etc. If Cody can grab it, he will use it as a weapon. This is why he is a true Street Fighter. He has no technique or limits, he is just true brute force and cunning. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook. We're using standard point array to keep things simple, and we are multi-classing, so watch those stat minimums if you use another system. Make strength 15, con 14, dex 13, wisdom 12, intelligence 10, and we're going to be dumping charisma with an 8. You got a bad attitude and enjoy fighting way too much, but I do believe 8 is too low for you, but it's what we gotta work with. Cody is a human, resourceful, gives you a free inspiration dice at the end of a long rest if you don't already have one. Skillful grants you a bonus skill, grab stealth. Versatile lets you take an additional origin feat. For this feat, Tavern Brawler makes your unarmed strikes 1d4 bludgeoning damage. You are now proficient in improvised weapons. You can re-roll your unarmed damage dice of 1, and when you hit with an unarmed strike, you can push them back by 5 feet once per turn. To finish out your lineage, you know the language common and 2 more of your choice. For background, place +2 into con and +1 into strength. For your origin feat, tough gives you double your current character level in HP and then adds +2 HP to each level after. For skills, grab perception and insight. To finish out your background, take proficiency in whatever tool you wish. Level 1 Barbarian, start things off with 2 skills. Take Athletics and Intimidation. You're proficient in all weapons, light and medium armor, shields, and the saving throw strength and con. Unarmored Defense gives you a better AC when not wearing armor. Now your AC is 10 plus your Dex modifier plus your Con modifier. Rage unleashes your true strength. Now when not wearing heavy armor, you can use your bonus action to become enraged. When enraged state, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. You deal more damage with strength-based attacks, which will be +2 damage, and you have resistance to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning damage. You also can't cast spells or maintain them. Your rage lasts until the end of your next turn, and it will end early if you don't maintain it. You are incapacitated or you don heavy armor. You can maintain this by using your bonus action, making an attack roll, or forcing an enemy to make a saving throw. You can maintain the rage for up to 10 minutes, and you get 2 rages per long rest, but you regain 1 after a short rest. You also get more uses as you level up in Barbarian. Weapon Mastery improves your weapon attacks. At the end of your long rest, you choose 2 weapons you're proficient with, and now when you use them, you have access to their Weapon Mastery property. For weapons, it doesn't really matter for you as you only used improvised weapons. Level 1 fighters begin with a fighting style feat. For this feat, unarmed fighting makes your unarmed strikes 1d6 when holding an item, 1d8 when holding nothing, and you can automatically deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage at the start of your turn when you are grappling a creature. Second Wind lets you shrug off damage by healing yourself with a bonus action by 1d10 plus your fighter level. You can do this twice per long rest but regain 1 use after a short rest. Weapon Mastery is the same, but now you have 3 Weapon Masteries. Remember, you do not stack these, you just take the greater of the same feature. Level 2 fighters unlock Action Surge. You can give yourself a free action once per short or long rest, but you can't cast spells with this. Tactical Mind lets you use your second wind when you fail a skill check, adding the D10 to the check, and if you still fail, you don't burn the use of second wind. Level 3 fighters now have access to their subclass. Champion from the player's handbook is perfect for a street brawler. Improved Critical lets you score a critical hit on an attack roll with a 19 or 20. Remarkable Athlete gives you advantage on initiative rolls and athletics checks. As well, it lets you move half your speed when you score a critical hit, and this movement doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. Level 4 fighters earn our first ability score improvement, Bump Up Strength for more power. You now have 3 uses of second wind and up to 4 weapon masteries. You've hit character level 5, bring your proficiency bonus to +3. Level 5 fighters learn extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Tactical Shift allows you to move up to half your speed when you use second wind, and this movement doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. Level 6 fighters earn another ability score improvement, Cap Off Strength. Level 7 champion fighters unlock an additional fighting style feat. For this feat, thrown weapon fighting adds +2 to your damage rolls when you make a ranged attack with a weapon that has the thrown property. Level 2 barbarians receive Danger Sense. You now have advantage on dex saves when you aren't incapacitated. Reckless Attack lets you throw caution to the wind. Now when you make your first attack, you can choose to attack recklessly. When you do so, you have advantage on your attack rolls when using strength for the attack until the start of your next turn, but all attacks against you are also at advantage until the start of your next turn. You're now character level 9, bump up your proficiency bonus by +4. Level 3 barbarians now have access to their subclass. Berserker from the player's handbook brings more stopping power to your punches. Frenzy adds more damage to your reckless attack. Now when you use reckless attack, the first target you hit with a strength-based attack will deal bonus damage. This bonus damage is equal to a total number of d6s in the amount equal to your rage damage. So right now you're adding 2d6 bonus damage. Primal Knowledge improves your skills by making them strength-based even when they're not. First you gain a new skill from the barbarian skills. Go ahead and take whatever you want, and when you rage, several of your skills now have strength for their modifier. These skills include acrobatics, intimidation, perception, stealth, or survival. You now have 3 rages per long rest. Level 4 barbarians earn another ability score improvement, Raise Con, for more AC and health. You now have up to 3 weapon masteries, but you already have 4 with fighter. Level 5 barbarians gain extra attack, but you already have it and these don't stack. Fast movement increases your speed when not wearing heavy armor, bringing your total speed to 40 feet. Level 6 Berserker barbarians now have Mindless Rage. Now when you rage, you are immune to the charmed and frightened conditions, and this will end the conditions if you enter a rage when you already have them. You now have 4 rages per long rest. You've reached character level 13, your proficiency bonus is now +5. Level 7 barbarians learn Feral Instinct, which gives you advantage on initiative check, which you already have because champion. Instinctive Pounce lets you move half your speed when you enter a rage. Level 8 barbarians earn another ability score improvement, Cap Off Con. Level 9 barbarians unlock Brutal Strike. Now when you use Reckless Attack, you can forego having advantage on one of your strength-based attacks and instead add an effect. If you do, you add another d10 of damage and then choose one effect. You can push the target back by 15 feet and then move half your speed towards them without provoking attacks of opportunity, or you can reduce the target speed by 15 feet until the start of your next turn. Your rage damage is increased to +3. Level 10 Berserker barbarians receive Retaliation. Now when you take damage from a creature within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to make one attack against them. Barbarians now also have 4 weapon masteries, which means you're even with fighter. You've hit the final milestone, character level 17, max out your proficiency bonus at +6. Level 11 Barbarians gain Relentless Rage. Now when you're using Rage and you drop to 0 HP, you can make a con save with a DC 10. If you pass, you instead drop to a total number of HP equal to your Barbarian level times 2. Each time you make this save, the DC is increased by 5 and will not reset till you finish a short or long rest. Level 12 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement, and now you have access to epic boons. For your boon of Irresistible Offense adds +1 to your strength and then improves your attacks. You can now ignore resistances to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage. Also, now when you score a 20 on the D20 for an attack roll, you add more damage equal to your strength score. You now have 5 rages per long rest. Our final level is level 13 Barbarian, and you get improved Brutal Strikes. You get more effects that you can use with Brutal Strike. For these effects, the target has disadvantage on saving throws and can't make attacks of opportunity until the start of your next turn, or before the start of your next turn. The next attack against the target gains +5 to the roll. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 21, Dex 13, Con 20, Intelligence 10, Wisdom 12, Charisma 8. Your total class levels are Fighter 7, Barbarian 13. Let's dive in. You hit like a ton of bricks. Your unarmed strikes are dealing 1d8 +5 normal, +3 when raging, and you can add 1d10 to that as well as 3d6. So in a single turn, you're dealing 1d8 +8 +1d10 +3d6 bludgeoning damage that can ignore resistances. You're critting on 19, but if you roll a nat 20, you deal an extra 21 damage to it. These punches can also push your enemies back, reduce their speed, give them disadvantage on saving throws, or make attacking them a little bit easier. You hit like a ton of bricks and you're built like a damn brick house. Your total health, taking the average, is over 270 HP. You can heal yourself, you have resistance to damages, and dropping you to 0 HP doesn't drop you. Downside. The big issue is your charisma stat. It's bad. Don't do any social role playing, you're going to fail on the rolls. Also, this is pretty wrong for Cody in my opinion, as Cody has at least a 0 modifier here. You're very limited in range as you just throw stuff, but nothing is stopping you from getting a ranged weapon. Head out onto the streets and have some fun and put the Mad Gear Gang in their place. I'd like to give a special shout out to my Artificer tier. Thank you, Christopher R. Hunter, Java Squirrel, Daniel Saffler, and Adam. You guys rock. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure to check out my Patreon where you can help decide next week's new character.